Today we are going to discuss toxic partners. Toxicity in partnership. So guys, let's dive into the video. If you are new here, you are welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't. Here we try to discuss subjects that will help you in living a good life or living a life that you can cope with people around you, and that you can also get new friends. Friends are very important in this life. So you have to know how to handle the people that God sends into your life. We have been discussing subjects about the dating app and how to get partners from there, and now curtains have come down on that, and we are not going to proceed with that partner with that topic, because we said once you get a partner, it is your business to know how you handle your man, the man in your life, and it is your business to know how to go about everything. So guys, ignore how I am dressed. It happens at times. And guys, so toxicity in partnership. What partnership are we discussing here? A partnership between a man and a woman. And how far can you stomach toxicity when it comes to marital or partnership or a relationship that you are in? There was a lady who spoke to me in tears, and I was also moved almost to tears to hear that the person that I admire so much is going through a lot of toxicity in her relationship, because the man in her life is so toxic to a point that the man really fights the lady. The man beats her up. The man does not provide anything when it comes to livelihood, and yet he wants to eat and drink, and he wants to ask for that by force. That is not something that is very uncommon. We have heard that with men who thinks that women can sustain and keep them without even them providing. But little did I ever hear of a man who is so toxic that he wants to rape his woman every day 10 times. And that's why I decided to discuss this topic here, because guys, you cannot be raped and raped and raped. It has to be, you have to know. You have to let somebody know that you are not an object, and that somebody cannot be forcing themselves on you every other time. I want to discuss a relationship of love, or let me call it a sexual relationship. When it is a sexual relationship, love has to be involved, because why do you want to have a sexual relationship with somebody who doesn't love you? So I want to start from the beginning and say, the minute you got this partner because you loved him, or he got you because he loved you. You started living together, and you have been having sexual relationship with this person because you are good friends, if I should say. You love each other. But a time comes in your life when the man gets so used to you and decides that you are so desperate that you cannot, with men they say you cannot get any other man. But with women, we don't go into a relationship thinking of getting another. We go into a relationship knowing that we are going to live in that relationship forever. So the man reaches a point where he thinks that this person, even if I did anything to this person, they will go nowhere, because they are so desperate. They have nowhere to go. There is nobody who can love them. That is not what we want. We don't want to jump from one man to another. We want to stick with the man who is in our lives. We want to love that person. We want to make love to that person. We want to live with that person. We want to serve that person wholeheartedly. So, when a man starts being toxic and trying to rape you like you are an object, it is indescribable. It is inhuman. So this lady was in tears because it started with just small issues in the house, like the man coming drunk, demanding for food which he has not bought, and it's okay. Should I say it's okay? You know, there are some small things that you don't even, you'll not fight because of that. You can give somebody food as long as you cooked. But when it came to a person coming and calling you from your living room, when the children are there, and commanding you, can you go? I want to get you in the bedroom. In front of the children. And the children are looking at each other like this. Why is daddy calling mommy upstairs with a lot of, toxicity? And then the lady, obviously, you are not an object, so you'll not rush and stand up like a small kid. You'll have to ask, why? Why should I come to the bedroom this hour? What do you want? Is it that you want some clothes to wear or to change? And the man is like, can you get there within a minute? And within a short time, the man becomes so arrogant. He starts like he's fighting you. He starts like he's harassing you. And he has no respect for anybody. On getting to the bedroom, the man uses you like you're an object without even caring that the person in the living room or the children in the living room may even eavesdrop, wanting to know what is happening there in the bedroom. And he's like, using you, raping you in daytime so that he can now again rise up and go out and drink. And the lady was like, I don't know how to handle this now. I don't know where to go. I don't know whether to go with my children. I don't know whether to continue stomaching this man. I don't know what. I don't know what. Toxicity, guys. There's no love. There's no romance. Somebody just wants to get into you and pump you up like you are a tire, a car tire. And there's nothing that he has done to you to prepare you with a lot of arrogance, and like, you are mine, I need your body, I need your body, and when I ask, you should not question me, I should get it immediately. Guys, I have never felt so much pain. When this lady broke down and told the story, I was like, no one deserves to be treated like this. No one deserves to be treated like this. And I was like, no. You cannot do that to somebody. So the lady was like, it can't go any further. And why it can't go any further is because the children have started raising an eyebrow. Whenever he comes drunk, they start whispering to me, Mommy, I know his daddy is going to call you to the bedroom and start harassing you there. Why should children tell you that? It's because they have maybe eavesdropped and heard the harassment in the bedroom. What a shame. How can a relationship be this toxic? What is this that would make somebody who lived with you for many years just change and starts getting drunk and hiding behind drunkenness to toxically insult you, sexually? It is very unfortunate. So I listened to this story. Have you ever listened to a story and you don't have an answer to it? I listened to it and I said, oh my God, I cannot answer this because I don't know how to go about it. I don't know what to tell her. There are times a friend can confide in you and you are like, let me advise this lady to maybe do this or that. But this time I was speechless. I was mouth agape. Guys, I didn't know what to tell my friend. And I'm like, so, suppose you said no? She told me he could shout and say, come here, I want this and that. And so the lady was like, I just agree, and I say, okay, 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 and do everything that he wants, because I don't want him to shout and alert the kids and the neighbors. So how long are you going to stay with such a man? That's the question. For how long are you going to stay with him? Because this relationship is so toxic. And the lady didn't have an answer to that. She didn't have an answer to that. But what she said is that, I'm surely going to leave. Yes, you will leave, my sister. But after being misused, after being tortured, after being, abused sexually, you are going to leave. How will that wound heal even after you leave? How will it heal? Are you going to wait until somebody goes to a point of maybe even, doing bad things to you, and then you say you leave? But if I asked you to leave today, have you prepared where you are going with the kids? Or are you going to leave your children to such a man who has... Anyway, this is very difficult. It's very difficult. A friend can confide in you asking for a solution to a problem, and unfortunately you tell that person, that friend of yours, unfortunately I have no answer, I have no help, because some cases like those are very unbecoming, they are very toxic, they are very bad. So guys, ladies, how far can you stomach toxicity? Up to what levels? And what can you do to avoid misuse in a relationship and rape? How what can you do? So there are some subjects, some topics that we are going to discuss from the next episode, because we need to get lady girls, we need to get lady, we need to know how we can handle our finances, so that when somebody becomes toxic, you are able to escape, you are able to move out. You have to have some money to do that. So we are going to talk about that, and we are going to discuss in depth and exchange ideas in the comment section on how we ladies can equip ourselves financially, so that in case of toxicity in marriages, in relationships, then we are able to step out with dignity. So that's what we are going to discuss next time. We are going to edit here because, but I want to welcome you to the comment section to make comments, and let us continue discussing this topic in the comment section, guys. Subscribe if you haven't, and like the video. Give it a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.